Okay. Are we live? Yes, we are. There's that preview. Just keeps getting faster, dude. I love to see it. Oh boy. More hockey madness today. So first we won the bloody game in overtime on Tuesday against Boston. After losing to Pittsburgh, a much worse team. Then we came back home, and we just played Montreal tonight. Went to overtime again. Been having a lot of fucking overtime lately. Like, my god. And we won the overtime with 5 seconds to go. My god, what a finish tonight. Also, I'm so happy one of our best players on offense on our top line, Kirill, finally broke that drought he had, that scoring drought, because he's been popping off lately. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Surprisingly, though, even though we've been playing a lot better lately, we're still 7th place in the division, because our division is just that damn good. Like, our 6th place team, hell, our 5th place team is better than, our top 7 is better than the 5th place team in the other division in our conference, the Pacific Division. Like, we're just that damn good over here in the Central Division. We're just that competitive. Like, it's crazy. But yeah. Finally got some of my gifts figured out today, too. So that's good. Because it is getting very close to Christmas. And I still gotta figure some stuff out for gifts. And then there's the stuff that happened last time. I mean, we had the fucking incident with Yuuji and Michiru with the bee, and then like the fucking giant hornet in the classroom. And then there was the whole thing with Michiru and Amane on the school field when they were playing that game or whatever. And then Amane twisted her ankle, and then we had to take her to the medical wing. And then as we sit her down and start treating her twisted ankle, she's just like, "Be my boyfriend," and I'm like, "What?" Like, goddamn, Amane, what the heck? What are you doing? It's like, yeah. See, I knew that was going to be your reaction. I knew that was going to be your reaction when I started talking about that. Fuck's sake. Like, seriously, what is it with Amane in this game, dude? What is it with Amane? She is as much of a goddamn flirt as Monica can be. Also, if you didn't see it earlier, we have Chibika with us tonight. She does not like it when I pick her up. Hey, how's it going, Zach? You did a math test today at school. Did my best, but probably got a C- on it. Which in turn would bring my grade in math either to a C- or a D. How wonderful, huh? Well, I hope you did better than you thought, but... Ugh. Yeah. Depending on the subject, I was either, like, really good or just really trash at math. Stuff like trigonometry and geometry was my absolute downfall when it came to math. And calculus. I don't want to talk about calculus. That was awful. But yeah, other than that, I hope you had a good day. Ah, functions and inverses. Yeah, I think those were pretty confusing for me when I did math. Oh, and then, speaking of stuff that happened last time, well, what the hell was Sachi doing? Like, getting a ticket to go somewhere just to get a damn milk for, who was it, Makina? Like, Sachi! It's like, does Sachi have any common sense? It's like, holy shit. I know your whole thing is that, you know, she was told to be a maid, and it's like, you know, I must fulfill the request. It's like, yes, but be within reason. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, and then there was the whole fucking moment with Amane that I put in the thumbnail last time. That was crazy. That was crazy last time. Mainly function compositions, domain and range, and inverse coordinates. Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of that. I don't know. I'm just waiting to find out what we're in for tonight, because I never have any clue what to expect with this game, dude. That's the thing about these VNs. They leave me wondering so much. Another thing that happened since the last time I played this, I finished the Scarlet and Violet expansion, the Indigo disc, and Imprudent's been pointing out more stuff I can do. Excuse me. And there is another 7-star raid coming up, but it's, you know, for Iron Bundle, and it's like, I can catch however many Iron Bundles I want, right? So it's like, I'm not sure what I'm expecting for it. I'll probably do it just because I like me a good 7-star raid. But yeah, it left me feeling really empty because it was like, dude, there's no battle tower, like no other, you know, post-game stuff for me to continue doing raids and shit for. Nothing. But you see, Tractor, this Iron Bundle is special. Yeah, I'm waiting until I can read about what exactly it can do. Like, the only thing I really know about that distinguishes it from the rest of the Iron Bundles I can go catch and fight right now is that it has the Mightiest mark for being from a 7-star raid. Like, I don't know if it has any special moves or some shit, but yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the expansion is that it just felt really disappointing to me. Like, yeah, there's more stuff I can go do, like catch a bunch of legendaries and invite like a bunch of past people from Paldea to the academy to do more battles against them, I guess. But probably is a weird ass Terra type. I'm pretty sure it's just ice. I'm pretty sure its Terra type is just Ice. Oh shit, it's live. Yeah, its Terra type is just Ice. Its modest nature has Freeze Dry, Hydro Pump, Blizzard, and Chilling Water for moves, with additional moves being Snowscape, Aurora Veil, and Electric Terrain. Huh, interesting. Interesting. What the hell does scale mean? 128? Yeah, like I said, the only reason I really want to catch this is just because it has the Mightiest mark. Just another one to add to my collection. I'll probably work on it on Saturday, since that's the only day I really have to work on it. But yeah, I really wanted like a battle tower or some kind of oh man, I love what Germany posted in main chat. If you're not part of the server, QR code right there. Like, check that shit out. That's funny. Ugh. But yeah, like, I wanted some kind of post-game battle facility, like the battle tower that Gen 8 had, where like everything scales up to 100 so that you can have like actual battles against the computer and like stuff. You know, not have it, you know, be at like lower levels than you, or you having to make sure like you're appropriately leveled so that you're not over leveled. Like, I'm like, no, like I want to go fight the AI, you know, like the max AI at, you know, at my full power with like, you know, a properly geared team and shit. It's like, dude, that's what I wanted. That's what I was hoping to get out of. That's what I was hoping to get out of the Indigo Disc DLC. But we didn't even get that. And I just found this out today. Before I went to bed last night. And it's like, they're adding an epilogue in January. And I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean you're adding more to the expansion? Like, you released the expansion. What do you mean there's more to add to it? You mean it wasn't done yet? Like, is that what you're implying? There was supposed to be an epilogue, but you couldn't get it ready for release? It's like, what even is this? I have no idea, dude. I just can't even with this expansion at this point. We really should just get the Gen 5 remakes on the next gen console. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. But I don't know if like they're already working on them or what. Like, for real, dude. I have no idea what to expect. I don't even know what beyond like 7-star raids I'm even gonna really focus on in the game anymore, because everything else I would just be doing it because I fucking want to, but like not out of any desire to use them in some capacity. Oh yeah, dudes. The Pokemon company's got the same problem that fucking Activision do with Call of Duty. You know, just trying to pump them out every year. It's like, dude, you gotta space them out a bit more. Give them more time to work on them, okay? Because the quality's been slipping. Like seriously, people complained about Gen 8. Bro, the performance of Gen 9, like, performance on that game was just terrible. Like, it's possibly the least optimized Pokemon game that I've played, with maybe like Sun and Moon on the 3DS as a contender. Like, if you've ever played a double battle in Gen 7, you know exactly what I'm talking about, with how atrocious the performance is for a double battle. Yeah, dude, Imprudent, they need more time for this shit. They need more time to, like, you know, properly work on this. That's what I want. I just want the devs to have the time they need to actually make the game good, you know? Sun and Moon works fine on the new 3DS. Yeah, I know, but, like, you know, there's sections where you can notice performance, you know, the performance just drop. And like I said, I think the worst offender was anytime you had to do a double battle in the Gen 7 games. Like, holy shit, dude. The double battles, the performance is just awful. Like, seriously. But, like, seriously, I want them to just give me a goddamn battle tower. Because at this point, I might as well go back to Gen 8 if I want to just play battle tower stuff now. And use Gen 9 to transfer Mons between, you know, it and Gen 8. If I can get them in Gen 9 that I want for my team, you know? Because it's like, I can get the resources on that game easier than I can Sword and Shield. So it's like, I guess I can do that. At the same time, though, it's like, that's just depressing. I have done hundreds of hours of raids, and I have nothing to put it to now, because there's no battle tower, and no real, like, you know, post-game battle facility that makes me want to actually design teams to play for. It's like, I have nothing. I have nothing in the game to really, you know, put my energy towards anymore, is what I've been trying to get at. So it's like, give me a battle tower, or I'm just pretty much done with Gen 9. Anyway, I think we're ready to get started here. So, let's get back into it, shall we? This is the second time we've saved in the lobby. Don't Stop the Friendship is what the title of this mini section is called. Alright, so let's get back into it. In the field, interpersonal relationships resemble the interlocking of pieces in a puzzle. In order to form a coherent, larger picture, the players fix every piece into its place. I move according to their instructions, take the position they designate for me, and carry out the tasks they assign to me. In many cases, the players prepare a number of spare pieces as insurance against the unexpected. The pieces in question realize they're expendable and are prepared for the possibility that they may be used as sacrifices. You can apply this to a lot of strategic types of games. I always hated watching as people were sent to their deaths, but I also understood the rules of the game we were playing. Pawns aren't allowed to move on their own selfish impulses. The first priority is always to win. It's probably because I've spent so long in that sort of world, but friendship has become a mostly theoretical concept for me. The word rings a little hollow in my ears. Damn, bro. Yeah. The epitome of the lone wolf. Not to say that I'm skeptical of its existence, but to me it seems almost like something out of a magic show. Show me two people swearing, we'll be friends forever. And I see some TV psychic bending a spoon. Wow, really says something about where this guy is at. Makes me want to pull back that curtain they've set up around their feelings and see what's really going on in there. How the trick really works. Oh, hello. Are you having that drink again, Michiru? Yup. As usual, Michiru's gulping down that bitter soft drink to maintain her vitamin C intake. If she's that determined to keep up this absurd daily dose, wouldn't taking supplements be more efficient? Yes, but she's Michiru. Don't tell her that. Considering what he's gone through, it's understandable. Definitely, Etienne. How are you, by the way? I haven't seen you for a bit. Probably been busy, yeah? There are pills that contain daily supplies of a wide range of vitamins. Yes, there are. The ideal would be to get everything you need from your meals, but that would involve eating buckets of vegetables daily, which isn't easy to keep up. No, for most people, that's unreasonable. It's not a great idea to be completely dependent on pills for your nutrients, but I don't think there's any problem with using them to complement your diet. Exactly! It's all about moderation. It's all about using them for what they're designed for. A supplement, not a replacement. You know? Incidentally, Michiru. Not long. What about a stalker? Why don't you just take supplements? Since switching uni, your lessons are all in the morning. That's understandable, bro. If you've, got stuff going on in the morning now, then yeah, you're probably sleeping a lot earlier, probably by the time I'm getting home and setting up, so I don't blame you, dude. You focus on you, man. How have things been going with uni? If you want to keep up a regular vitamin C intake, but don't like sour things, wouldn't it be easier to just take a multivitamin tablet? Oh, man. So far going well? That's good. Yeah, we've had people coming back to work because of the holiday break to help us out for a little bit. So that's been nice. Okay, cut the maggot. I'm asking you a question. How do you torture yourself by drinking this stuff when there's an alternative? Some of the lessons are is stuff you've already done. Yeah, that always helps when you know what you're getting yourself into before you even start the lesson. Good deal, man. I forget, what are you going to school for? If you don't mind sharing, that is. Are you deflecting, Michiru? Yuuji, surely you realize this is hopeless. Citation needed? They're easier to absorb when they're in liquid form? I think Monica disagrees, but okay. Okay. Last year you did mechanical engineering, but you switched to hydrology and water management. Cool, bro. Cool. How are you liking the switch so far? I mean, sure. Almost certainly the water. Are you saying your body is composed of dry sand? Yes, thank you for stating the obvious, Michiru. You. That's who I am calling the Rice Goddess, because you brought that title on yourself. I get the feeling you'd end up in an infinite loop if I let you keep going here.
Michiruの言う通り、お米にはね、神様がいるのよ。だから一粒一粒大事に食べないといけないのよ。
Oh my god, Amane.
いやいや、別にそういう話をしてるわけじゃないんだけどね。
The topic itself is very intriguing. I see, I see. Well, when you have more to share on it, once you've been doing it a bit longer, do let me know.
ところでね、ミチルが酸っぱいものを求めてるということで、こんなものを用意しました。じゃじゃーん!
Amane takes out an airtight plastic bag filled with powder. Although I didn't have her down as a drug trafficker, this is pretty suspicious any way you look at it. Oh my god, did she get her like a pixie stick or something? What's that? Heroin?
そんなわけないでしょ。この粉は何かというと、実はビタミンが。
Vitamin A.
これはビタミン C は言うに及ばず、世界中の酸っぱいものを集め、何時間も煮詰めて作ったミチルのためのスペシャル粉。さあ、酸っぱいうちに召し上がれ。
Oh boy.
なわけじゃないんだけどな。
Sure you do. Still, you've had this chance to challenge the sourest of the sour dropped in your lap. Might as well give it a shot, right? A veto, eh? Alright, you don't have to try it. I'll have a go instead. Sour things tend to be good for you after all. Well, except when the taste is the result of something going rotten. Amane, you didn't grind up spoiled meat to make this, right? Then I'll try it. Sit tight and watch, Amane. You understand, Michiru? If you're not gonna take this, I will. Here goes. Oh god, he's gonna dump the whole thing in his mouth at once. Amane's like, no, 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 don't do it. Too late. Michiru rudely snatches the plastic bag out of my hands and pulls off the twist tie that was sealing it shut. If you say so. Tried too hard to play the tsundere and you'll end up as nothing more than a predictable contrarian, Michiru. Michiru pours the stuff from the bag into her mouth, gulping it out all down as though it were antacid powder. Jesus. Ah, I see, I see. It's because it can relate to subjects such as renewable energy, cargo transport, river, morphology, and etc. Yeah, it's certainly fascinating. Especially with this big push we've been trying to kickstart towards more renewable energies. I just want them to strike a balance, between, viability, reliability, and, practicality with this stuff, because it's not something I've really seen with a lot of, renewable energies and stuff. I mean, at least the ones they're really trying to push hard. But I don't have the most informed opinion about this. Yeah, that's the problem. It's not so easy to find the right balance, especially for the amount of power that we need to power our everyday lives. We kind of take, as much as we want to transition out of it, we kind of take fossil fuels for granted. When you get down to it, it powers basically everything we do. So trying to find a replacement for that, it's not easy. It really isn't. That's why I want them to do this transition period properly. Otherwise, it's we're just gonna get, you know, as the people caught in the middle of all of it are just gonna get screwed over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think that's what Amane was trying to warn you about, Michiru. Here you go. I passed Michiru the 100% vitamin C drink she'd been working on earlier. Oh no! Yuuji is so evil! You said any drink! You said any drink at all! This was the closest thing at hand, right? No, he's not an idiot, he's a smartass. What did she grab? Poor Michiru. 100% vitamin A drink. I like how we're just trading vitamin drinks at this point. Uh-huh, but he wasn't having it, Amane. An example for this would be that in German rivers, because of past events, we don't have salmon anymore. Ugh. There are plans of reintroducing it to the ecosystem. I hope that goes well, but yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That brings us to our earlier point. I see. I have no idea why you're so stubborn about not using supplements, but if that's your way of doing things, I'll keep my opinions to myself. Well, that is indeed progress. Foods to avoid? You're talking about that superstition where certain combinations of dishes supposedly cause some terrible side effect? Mostly just a bunch of old wives' tales. Sour stuff. I guess they clash with salty things, so the bad combination would probably be stuff like eel or pickled plums. Supposedly you'd get pretty severe indigestion. Uh-huh. Learning from the wisdom of the ancients is all well and good, but I wouldn't get too hung up on myths like that. Even that famous legend about durian fruit and alcohol causing some fatal reaction turned out to be a load of crap. Why are you asking in the first place? Planning to start cooking? Are you sure about that? Oh, Makina, perfect timing. Yes, you have. Admitted.
健康面を気にしてのこと？気にならない。気にしてたから聞いたんじゃないの？
Because she's the ultimate tsundere.
そうじゃないのです。
What's wrong? Your tsundere is starting to fade.
消えてないわよ。そういうのはね、いちいち指摘しなくて平気よ。大抵そうなった時は自分でも分かってって何を言わせるのよ。私はこれが素なんだからね。
バカ。
皆様お揃いで。
Yes, indeed, Sachi. Is this one of those drug parties? God damn it, Sachi!
それはもう終わったわよ。
Oh, money! This is gold. This is pure fucking gold. God damn it. I love this shit. This does not get old with me.
いや、その言い方は語弊が。
It is.
あのね、パーティーなんかじゃないわよ。もしそうならユミコもいるはずでしょう。私はそれもそうですね。となると、榊さんはまたお一人で読書でしょうか。
Probably.
榊さんってちょっと距離を感じるわよね。仲が悪い。そうかしら。私はもう、ハローユミコ、今日も元気にしてる？でもあんたの健康なんて気にしてないんだからね。
It's not that easy, Michiru.
バッチリ挨拶できるわよ。ミチル様の社交性には頭が下がります。まるで壊れたダンプカーのように相手の懐に飛び込んでいきますよね。
Sachi! She throws herself into the target's bosom with all the elegance and precision of a broken down tow truck. God, it's too easy, Michiru. You make it too easy. Yeah, I expect you get carried away with that fairly regularly, probably resulting in a lot of nasty glares from Sakaki.
確かにそういうこともないわけじゃないわね。
So what does Sakaki spend the most time with then? Or sorry, who does?
難しいな。私はマキナの面倒を見てることが多いけど。
I guess we have to find out ourselves.
そうなのよさ。いつもアマネーに上から下までやってもらってんの。私はサチに用事を頼むことが多いかしらね。
Yeah.
そうですね。休憩しようかなというタイミングでミチル様が何かをおっしゃられることが多いです。でも働いているときは充実感があるのでちっとも苦ではありません。
If you say so, Sachi, just make sure to take some time for yourself. I know that all too well, believe me.
そうでしょう。サチは私のメイドだもの。
Well, she's everyone's maid, but sure, whatever you say, Michiru.
でも同い年のマキちゃんと一緒にいることも多いです。
Fair enough, I suppose. Makina's a popular one.
マキナ人気者。チルチルは人気ないね。まあ性格も
You say Sachi's unhinged. Makina has no filter.
何よその言い方。失礼しちゃうわね。ププー。
Ah, seethe, Michiru, seethe.
ミチル様、冷静になった上でその現実を受け入れてください。ミチル様は。
Oh, Sachi! I take it back. Sachi! That is the most humble roast I've ever heard.
サチ、チルチルはお友達がいないからちゃんと作った方がいいのさ。
Oh man, Michiru is just getting double teamed.
私のことをどう思って接してるの？そこまでじゃないけど、まあそういう感じ。
That to worry, Michiru. You can always make friends inside your head. They'll never reject you. You weren't supposed to take that seriously. Nichiru's reaction to my attempt at a joke isn't quite what I expected. She's staring wide-eyed at me, waiting on tether hooks for more details. Tenter hooks, however you say that. I take a deep breath and politely begin to explain. Well, the most common term would be imaginary friend. It's a fictional companion that lives solely in your imagination. Pretty typical in childhood. Some people only make one, some people dream up a whole cast of characters. Although they'll usually drop the idea as they grow up. I've heard some people keep their imaginary friends around even into adulthood. Although Michiru listened carefully to my every word, it doesn't seem to have been what she was looking for. Her shoulders sag in disappointment. Yes, and yet you seemed so interested in it. I guess some people have long conversations with their dolls or stuffed animals instead. You don't say, Amane. Yes. No, you don't. Oh, that a fact? So, what's reality the way you see it? Oh boy. Michiru folds her arms and closes her eyes. After a long moment of thought, she stands up straight and delivers her answer. Michiru, there's living in the moment, and then there's having zero presence. Zero self-awareness. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. What am I even supposed to say to you at this point? Judging from her dramatic delivery, Michiru must have thought that was a really impressive line. Sadly, her audience is less than responsive. There's a moment of awkward silence. She would make a great politician though, right? Like seriously, all they do is run their mouth all day and end up saying nothing of substance. Oh, Sachi. You're so thoughtful. Sachi, stop! She's already dead! Damn! God damn, Sachi! Holy shit! Wow, remind me to never get on your bad side. You know why. No, it wasn't. Can you define metaphysical? That's not how that works, Michiru. That's not how that works. You don't say yes I can and then ask for the answer. That's not how that works. you're supposed to give the answer. You're not supposed to ask somebody else to give you the answer and then claim that you knew it all along. It really has, Amane. It really has. I told you she would make a great politician. You've disappointed me. I'm making a note not to expect anything from you in the future. Not that I had been previously, but I clearly need to lower my forecasts even further. Damn, bro. Oh. From this moment forward, I'll be formally handling you as an authentic, officially certified idiot. Alright, Makina. Sounds good to me. Exactly. As a kid, my friends, Etienne, you hit it on the head. Yuji's expectations for Michiru were already at rock bottom, now he proceeds to dig even further. Because that's how low his expectations have to go. To be on par with, Michiru. Like, goddamn. It is amazing. The words bring to mind a young girl I met under some very unusual circumstances. Our relationship was basically about helping each other stay alive, but I guess you could have called it a sort of friendship. I don't know, man. Then again, after a while, she disappeared from that place, and I was left to fend for myself again. Friends with benefits, I guess you could say. Tricky question. I'm not the most socially gifted person around. I'm drawing a blank on the concept of friends, so I decided to mentally substitute the term buddies. I think it can provide more concrete answers about the teammates I've known on the field. Well, I'll pass on anyone who holds me back. The useless ones don't have any right to complain if they end up getting shot in the back. Just a figure of speech, nobody's actually going to shoot an ally, but you should try to learn who you can count on to watch your back, and who you can't expect anything from, and how to deal with the latter. Sachi, don't look so sad. We're not being literal here. We're only talking metaphorically. Anyway, I like people who are easy to work with. I guess that's really the one thing I'm looking for, to be honest. As long as they don't get in my way, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, you know, he's not the picky type. Yeah, you are right about that, Amane. Are you picking up on a trend here? Maybe. Sometimes I think tools make better partners than human beings. To quote one Ross Scott, robots are the only friends I need. They have a clear purpose, you know? Makes them a lot simpler to deal with. And yet, that's how he was raised. See the problem here? Didn't mean to imply that. I'm just saying tools tend to be reliable. Once you've used a piece of machinery enough, it practically becomes a part of you. A simple extension of your body that does what you need. Almost like a computer. The more affection you give a tool, the more smoothly it operates. A tool won't betray you. Not often, at least. Not unless it breaks. Sorry, I got a bit off track there. To put it more simply, I don't think I've ever really had someone, something you could call a best friend.
そうなのよね。友達と親友ってまた違うから、そうなるのが難しいわよね。
Oh, definitely.
私はあんまりそういうのは考えたことないのよさ。
Yeah.
そうですね。私は皆様のお役に立ちたい一心ですし。
Been discussing friendship for a while now. Not that the concept has gotten any clearer for me, but at this point I've realized that one person has stopped participating in the conversation. A certain bottle blonde has slowly taken her distance from the group and our friendly chat, her face growing increasingly gloomy. Her usual energies vanished. Wonder if something's wrong. Yeah, maybe everything we said to her just joking around maybe got to her. Either that or... You can see beads of sweat forming on Michiru's forehead. Maybe her stomach's upset? Probably from all that stuff she, swallowed and drank. As she demonstrated just a few minutes ago, the girl isn't exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. As she is an idiot, it wouldn't be surprising if she ate food off the ground and found herself in intestinal distress. Yes, I can easily imagine the girl stuffing her cheeks with unidentified berries she'd found on some bush. Take a good, careful look at Michiru. Oh, indeed. This is the face of someone who'd go scavenging in trash cans once she got a little hungry. No, my mistake. She probably doesn't even have to be hungry first. I just could picture her plucking some tasty-looking colorful mushroom off the ground and chowing down without a second thought. Idiots are such a handful.
あんた、何見てんのよ。
Perhaps she wandered down to the beach, spotted a crab, chased after it while drooling, then found herself under attack from a jealous macaw coveting the same prize? Honestly, does this woman have no sense whatsoever when it comes to her hunting and gatherings? Gathering. Just entering a wild monkey's territory is dangerous. What kind of fool goes so far as to try to steal their prey? Come to think of it, crab-eating macaws don't even live in Japan. Did this girl wander all the way to Southeast Asia in search of something tasty to stick in her craw? This is just too much. I have to say something. I abruptly jump up off the sofa and drop my hands on Michiru's shoulders. Everyone flinches in surprise, but I pay no mind to their stares. I keep my gaze firmly focused on Michiru as I speak. It's amoebic dysentery. I'm sure of it. Don't worry, I have experience with this. You were bitten by a crab-eating macaw, right? Try to learn from this experience. Stop scavenging for food for the time being. Don't get me wrong, I'm not criticizing you for the thought. After all, procuring food from your environment is the most crucial and fundamental of survival skills. I'm very proud of you for trying, okay? That said, your particular actions in this case were mistaken. You acted rashly, out of ignorance. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. And I sharply turned to face the rest of the group and raised my voice to a harsh shout. Let me just warn the rest of you right now. You don't have any right to look down on Michiru just because she's caught amoebic dysentery. This could have happened to any one of you. We're going to learn from this mistake. We're all going to know what plants are edible, which are poisonous, and how to avoid savage monkeys. I don't want you crying to me for help when the Japanese islands are covered in jungle. I think he ran a bit too far with this joke. Like, goddamn, that is commitment. I love it. Alright then, first things first. I'll be accompanying Michiru for a moment. Come on, go to the bathroom. I need to get a look to confirm my diagnosis. It's a distraction. Just roll with it. You were scavenging for food, right? Hence the infection.
違います勝手に決めつけないでよね
Then what's with the sweating? Your face is pasty, and you've got nasty beads of perspiration on your forehead. You sure don't look healthy to me.
それは
Amane, watching Michiru and me with concern, enters the conversation.
急にジャングルとか髪とかミチルがどうかしたの
Oh, he is. He is a very straightforward and to the point man. Not in the least. She's suffering from brutal diarrhea.
違うって言ってるでしょでもそういえばさっきから少し苦しそう大丈夫大丈夫よなんてことないんだからね
Sure. Even if you don't have dysentery, you need to properly identify the problem. Whatever infectious disease you've caught, you need to take the appropriate countermeasures. Understood?
だから
Uh-oh.
そうじゃないチルチルお腹痛いの大丈夫みちる様保健室まで私がご一緒させていただきます
Unnecessary, Sachi. There's a possibility she's still infectious. I probably have more experience dealing with this sort of thing than you.
はいそれではよろしくお願いします
Okay. Come on, let's go.
だから大ごとにしないでよね私そういうの嫌いなんだから
Listen, Maggot! How many times do I have to tell you not to make light of dysentery? Small things are what get you. You change your socks regularly when you're in Vietnam, and you always treat diarrhea with the proper respect.
そうじゃないって言ってるでしょ
He's still running with it. I love it. Oh, you're awfully stubborn. But anyway, this illness sure came out of nowhere. You looked fine until we started talking about best friends or whatever it was. Michiru's face fills with pain and she clutches a hand to her chest. In the next moment, she's leaning heavily against the wall as if to keep herself from falling to the ground. What's wrong? You in pain?
ちょっと休ませて
It must be all that stuff she ate. Wait, is it your chest rather than your stomach?
ねえユージお願いちょっとだけだからこういうことには慣れてるのよ
Used to this. Now we're actually getting serious. Normally, chest pain is something we should be responding to immediately. It seems this is a familiar occurrence for Michiru. She has the most information, so for the moment, I'll have to trust her judgment. Alright, if you say so. But don't overdo it. If it feels worse than usual, let me know immediately.
わかったわよあんたに心配なんてしてもらいたくないんだからね
Yes, you do. You've got guts, young tsundere. Oh, jeez. Michiru. Thumping herself lightly on the back, Michiru slowly settles her ragged breathing down. In time, the beads of sweat on her forehead disappear, and the expression of pain on her face fades away. I see. I tend not to trust sick people when they tell me I'll be fine, as a general rule. I guess sometimes the person in question does know best.
言ったでしょちょっとした貧血よ貧血あんたは気にしなくていいの
Anemia, huh? I don't think anemia typically causes chest pain.
私の場合は感じるのだからもし今後こういうことがあっても軽くスルーしなさいよねそれとあんまりこういう姿他の子に見せたくないから黙ってなさいよ
If you've got a chronic illness, I think it'd be best if the people around you knew enough to react appropriately in an emergency. But if you're that opposed to the idea, we can write a memo and stick it on your forehead.
もう私が黙ってなさいって言ったら黙ってなさいよねわかった
If you insist.
それならよしじゃあ戻るわよみんなミチル様のお帰りよさっきのはただの貧血心配しなくていいのよあれもう戻ってきたの元気になってよかったのよさ当たり前じゃない 私を誰だと思ってるの？ツンデレキングミチル様よ。一時はどうなることかと。サーチ、そんなこと言ってる暇があったらお水持ってきてちょうだい。喉が渇いたわ。私はナチュラルミネラルウォーターをご所望よ。はい、ただいまお持ちいたします。戻ってきた途端にサッチャに命令なんて。すっかり元気になったみたいね。
We'll go with that, Amane. Yeah, we'll go with that.
もともとちょっと貧血だっただけよ。レバーを食せば問題なし。それじゃあまた盛り上がっていくわよ。
Yeah, I really don't know what just happened there.
そんなに盛り上がるような話してたっけ？してないなら盛り上げていくわよ。オラオラ。これだけ元気なら心配しなくても大丈夫そうね。
Okay. That was indeed something. Once women get started with idle gossip in earnest, it won't end anytime soon. In accordance with that rule, the group's conversation stretches on endlessly. Finding a good moment, I slip away silently. When I leave the dorm, I bump into Sakaki, a non-participant in the ongoing girl talk. I know she's not the most sociable type, but even so, if she's known the others longer than I have, she might have some sort of an answer for me. Hey, Sakaki. Just now, Michiru got sick out of nowhere. Don't worry, it doesn't turn out to be anything serious. Seemed like she was actually used to it. Have you seen something like that happen to her before? Okay, so you don't know anything about it. I figured if anybody would know, you would, so that kinda puts us back to square one as far as figuring out what the heck Michiru has going on. Should mean she's trying to hide it. No, this is not the Steam version. According to my system info for the game, this is actually the 1.0 release. No, I don't think so. Sorry for the weird question all of a sudden. Incidentally, it's Sakake. Please don't mention what I said to anyone else. It seems Michiru doesn't want people worrying about her. Yeah, I didn't think I would have to ask you twice. Thanks. See you later. Relationships are difficult things. Too often, we hide ourselves out of consideration for others and dress up ugly reality with happy lies. Uh-huh. Keep it up long enough, the truth is left irreparably tangled with fiction. Yep. Everyone understands that the ideal relationship is based on straightforward honesty, but that straightforward road feels as circuitous? Interesting. I've never heard of that, I've never heard of that, way of using that word before. Circuitous. If that's even how you say that. Yeah, this one does too, as we found out in part 1. But, don't you worry, I have my hotkey for a reason. Although I have to remember to be clicked out of the game if I need to hide something. Because, being in-game actually overrides my hotkeys for my layout, which is kind of annoying. So, yeah. That's one thing to keep in mind. But that straightforward road feels as circuitous as a maze once you've taken the first step. Our hearts are hidden from each other, regardless of our intentions. As we stumble through the twists and turns of life, the most we can do is pray that we won't lose our way in the one maze we ourselves have created. But I think that might actually be the most difficult thing of all. If we could manage that much, every path would lie open to us. Interesting way to think about it. It's very difficult to use your time off effectively. Trust me, I know, dude. In particular, when you're in a profession like mine, your holidays tend to be irregular and come with many restrictions on how you can spend them. It is, yeah, it is. And Monty here's rolling her eyes at me like, you think it's a problem, dipshit? We'll manage, okay? We'll manage. It's hard to make plans ahead of time, and when you do, they'll be spoiled as often as not. As a result, I tend to use my free days to catch up on sleep, get in extra exercise, and read books. Things I can do without the need for any advanced planning or preparation. That's the way to do it, if you ask me. The major side effect is that I've never been able to form much in the way of a hobby or interest to enliven my usual routine. My schedule may have changed once I entered this school, but my mildly pathetic recreational habits remain much the same. Excuse me.
無趣味人間、ここに極まれりって感じね。
You talking to me? I'm working through a calisthenics routine in the dorm lobby. Amane is providing helpful commentary. Hey, that's my job.
生きてることが苦痛で仕方ない。でも俺には生きるしかないんだ。
Man, Makina is speaking the real talk here. God damn, Amane is... Not Amane, fucking Amane, no. Yeah, yo, Makina is... talking about the real shit here. Oh, that is a beautiful quote to take out of context. Don't mind me. That is a great quote to take out of context. That's amazing. Look, the stage whispers and dramatic sighs are starting to get on my nerves. How about you just come over here and tell me off to my face? That's better, Makina. I take it back. Do me a favor and stick to sniping behind my back. This is more infuriating than I expected.
にしてもさ、本当にやること何もないの？ヘドはさすがに出ないけど、見ててため息の一つもつきたくもなるわよ、それ。
Don't like it? Don't watch. That's all there is to it, Amane. Come on. This isn't that hard. Amane squats down next to me as she speaks, her face full of pity. Give me a break here. It's better than sitting around doing nothing at all, don't you think?
確かにそうだけどさ、それでもせっかくの土曜なんだから、少しはなんかこう、もっとそれらしいことしたらいいんじゃないの
？We just went over this. He doesn't really have a hobby. This woman can be such a pain in the ass at times. Bringing my calisthenics to a halt for the moment, I stand up and turn to face Amane. Alright then, as you're clearly a professional woman of leisure, Miss Amane, please teach me exactly how to make delightful use of my Saturdays. I'm all ears. Amane did not expect that. Look at that face. She clearly did not expect this. She's like, what? What do you mean you have nothing you enjoy doing on weekends? Very simple question, Amane. How do you spend your own free time? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
週末のアバンチュールを優雅に過ごしまくる人生の達人 スオアマネ先生に素晴らしいユカのエンジョイの仕方を伝授してもらおうと思ったんだが。
Come on! Makina's really putting you on the spot here.
口真似すんな。それに何よその安いコピー。アバンチュール。そしてびっくり開花。こうさ、顔めがけて水平にチョップとか打っていいと思う？
You're asking me for permission? Don't ask me. So, how do you spend your weekends, Amane? Defloration.
そこに話戻すんだね。戻すんだね。話。
Yeah, you're the one that's like, why aren't you doing anything? And we're like, no, you. What do you do then? Huh? Like, really, it's a simple question. Since you go around calling other people dull human beings, I'm sure you have some really interesting hobbies yourself, right? Come on, spit it out.
習慣、大人の隠れ家とかに特集されそうなパーフェクトな趣味なんでしょうな。さあ、
Makina, stop!
マキナ、後で覚えてなさいよ。
She doesn't have an answer, does she? And what? Cannibalism. I ain't heard nothing about no cannibalism, Koneko. What are you on about?
私の趣味は
Yeah, my hobbies are games, broadcasting, and making videos. That's what I like to do. I have more specific hobbies in certain games, but that's the general gist. I was gonna say, we are still, like, early days with this. It's probably gonna be a while, Koneko. But how are you doing? You looking forward to Christmas in a couple of days? Because, oh boy, I tell you right now, I'm bracing myself for Christmas Eve. I've got to work Christmas Eve again this year, and oh boy, I'm just bracing myself for the utter insanity that is going to be. Oh, you're not a big fan of Christmas, huh? I guess I'll get my own perspective out there on this right now while we're talking about it. Yeah, I don't mind. You know, like, I don't hate Christmas. In fact, I actually kind of like it. I just hate the marketing around it. I just hate all of the marketing around Christmas. And you can probably guess why. It's because I work in retail. Like, bro, I love Christmas, but goddamn, it needs more variety in its music. Because I get so sick of listening to 18 billion renditions of the same few songs every single year. It's like, holy shit. I know this is tradition for some of you out there, but holy shit, can you not force it on all of us that don't want to listen to it? Like, fuck's sake, dude. Then there's the commercials. Yeah, that's not me, Koneko. My god. Like it's just so obnoxious. That and I hate how it just gets lumped in with my favorite season of the year. And I'm like, dude, no. Like, no. Fuck off. They are two separate things. It's like I hate it when, you know, everybody's singing about being, you know, excited for winter and shit. Then January turns over, the new year passes, and everybody's just like, fuck this shit. And I'm like, no, fuck you for being excited about it last month and then turning on a dime as soon as it's not Christmas season anymore. Fuck off. Anyway, rant's over. Let's see what the heck Amane's hobbies are. Come on. Spit it out. Those are activities. I wouldn't really call those hobbies. I mean, shit. I do laundry on one of the off days that I have in between shifts. I don't find it fun. It's a necessity. I dropped my hands abruptly on Amane's shoulders. I'm afraid you've made a serious mistake here, my friend. Please allow me to explain in detail. The things you just listed are not what we'd call hobbies. Firmly maintaining my grip on Amane as she squirms around violently, I stare into her eyes, plaster on a fake smile, and deliver a blow of truth. Ding! Those are chores! Right? Come on now. It ain't that hard. Amane at last escapes from my grasp. Collapsing to her knees, she hangs her head in shame. Makina trots over to Amane's side and gives her back a few, commiserating thumps. Makina, stop! Kicking her while she's down, why don't ya? God damn! Savage! Then do it! Well, you're the one raising the girl. Discipline her as you see fit. Anyway, with this level of instruction, it doesn't seem like I'm gonna find myself a hobby worth being proud of anytime soon. Sorry about the fact that you're not a heavy sleeper. I don't know what I'm saying. Michiru arrives on the scene. She's obviously been awake for several hours already. Probably thought our noise was a good excuse to be Nebi. By the way, Nebi would be kansai slang for someone with a desperate need to stick their nose into other people's conversations. I've been picking up a bit of this stuff from Amane lately. Huh. Yeah, neither do you, so your point? Yeah, I don't have anything particularly worthwhile to occupy my leisure time, which they decided to pester me about. Is that supposed to be an insult or a compliment, Michiru? God damn. Doing push-ups and arm stands all weekend using a single thumb? Like I said, is that supposed to be an insult or a compliment? You're really confusing here. I understand what she means, but at that point, wouldn't it technically be a finger stand rather than an arm stand? Oh! Nope, guys, I'm done. Nope. Fuck it up. Nope. Oh. Jesus Christ. Makina, we went over this yesterday. Stop! She's already dead. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. Gotta wipe off my glasses. I smudged the shit out of them, pressing my face into that pillow on my bed. Holy shit! The child and the traumatized half mommy. Who's who? Holy shit, dude. Makina is so... And we called Sachi the unhinged one. Makina is just a straight savage when she wants to be. Too much information for this point. Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ, Makina. Oh. Monica's trailer is about to have a makeover for Doki Doki Hibernation. Awesome. Yes, she is. Makina is glorious. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Oh. You heard her. Okay, fair enough. You might be onto something there, Amane. So you're saying it's multiple times a day? Why me? What do you want me to do? I can't control what she does. Sorry, but what exactly am I supposed to say here? Sounds good, Zach. You have yourself a good one. Makina just charges ahead as if nothing happened, undeterred. I love it. Oh my god. Stop. Yes, we are, Sachi. Okay, bye.
爆破にはそれ相応の知識と資材が必要になってくるので、あまり現実的な手段とは言えませんよ。
Michiru, you're God damn. Sachi, you're so sweet, but please don't take everything so literally. I'm with Michiru on this one. Sachi, it would do you well to learn a thing or two about what a figure of speech is. I'm glad somebody noticed, Koneko. Thank you. Try to keep it down, will ya? Well, since I've come here, I guess my leisure time has been increasingly filled with this sort of boisterous, trivial chat. Even in that alone, I think I've gained something from entering this school. By the way, where's Sakaki? Considering the topic of our conversation, I don't think she'd be sticking around for long, even if she did drop by, but I haven't seen our box cutter girl even once today. At a glance, her normal reserved seat, next to the pillar at the edge of the lobby, doesn't seem to have been disturbed recently. Oh, she's out today, huh? Yeah, Sakaki. Yeah, box cutter woman. Yeah, I don't know. You wake up at 5 a.m., Sachi? Did I hear that right? God damn. Yeah, that's early any way you look at it. It's one thing if you're a compulsive morning runner like me, but most people aren't going to wake up at that hour on a Saturday. Grade schoolers with their radio exercises, or old men doing Tai Chi for their blood pressure, maybe? I don't know. None of my business. I don't think she has quite that many, I'll be real with you, Sachi. Excuse me. Yes, we did, and we tailed her for a day, and we gleaned nothing of value from it. Amane's words bring to mind the previous Sakaki incident, set off after a round of scary stories in the lobby. That affair shed light on the one aspect of Sakaki's true nature, but not a particularly large or revealing one, and I haven't gained any further insight since. Excuse me. Sakaki's private life is as mysterious as always. As soon as we get back from school, she tends to lock herself up in her room. On the rare occasion she does poke her head outside, she actively evades any real attempt at conversation. Now there's a question. How about Sakaki? What does she do with her free time? I'm not that caught up on actually finding an answer to this question, but I can't deny that the contrast between the shameless openness of this bunch and Sakaki's cloak of secrecy leaves me slightly interested. No, we've been over this, Makina. No. You cannot get her to drop it. You seem to know an awful lot about this, Makina. Do you touch yourself? In many places. You are free to use that clip as you wish. That would be interesting, Amane. I don't know, beats me, Michiru. What makes you say that? What makes you say that, Sachi? Oh? So in other words, it's a front. Well then what the hell exactly is she doing when she does sit down to do that? You're observant, Sachi. Bizarrely so. Wait, is she talking about that time we investigated Sakaki? I thought our mission wrapped up after we succeeded in startling the girl, exposing her scaredy cat nature, and generally making life miserable for her. But apparently Sachi was still on observation duty? Well, here's the thing. Nobody told Sachi to stop, did they? Huh?
サッチの調査能力は完璧なのよさ。
Apparently, yeah. Sure they are. So try not to waste them on stupid crap, alright? At any rate, it seems the bookworm theory is fairly dubious.
ナイフアクションとか。
I don't know.
カッターからの安易な発想よね、それ。だって他にないでしょ。歩いてるか座ってるか本読んでるかカッターで人に切りつけるかしかあの子の姿って見てないんだもん。
Yeah, true, Michiru, but that doesn't mean that's all she does, you know? Oh, they changed her profile picture to the Koneko in Burger. That's amazing. Oh, you clipped it. What a legend. What a legend. You're such an image. I can't believe you did that. I did say you were free to use it how you please, though, so I can't complain. My goodness. Look at all these emotes. So many emotes. These walls are in fact multiplying. Look at all of them. Amazing. When you describe her that concisely, Sakaki really does seem quite the fearsome character, doesn't she?
まあいいじゃない。あの子だって人間なんだから陰でエロ画像を集めたりしてるわよきっと。
Really? God damn it, Amane. Does your mind know no other bounds? I think we were talking about leisure time and hobbies here, but somehow the topic of discussion seems to have shifted to Sakaki's sex life. How did that happen exactly? I honestly have no idea, Yuuji. Your guess is as good as mine.
暇で何もすることなかったらとりあえずエッチに走るんじゃないのかな。
I mean, yeah, it just depends on what exactly you want to play with yourself. I could have phrased that better. Damn. Wow, that was not well thought out. Yeah, playing with yourself is the first thing that comes to mind, right? Yeah, it's just a matter of what method.
じゃあ何か榊さんに変化がありましたら皆さんにご報告いたしますね。
Thank you, Sachi. Okay, Sachi, that's not necessary. Really, truly not necessary.
はい、わかりました。ではしません。
Alright then. The last thing we need is this nonsense leading to something troublesome and making things awkward in the dorm. If Sakaki wants to talk, she'll do so in her own time. It's not like I have any pressing need to know more about her, so I'm not gonna pry when she wants to be left alone. Exactly.
いっけね。洗濯物洗ったまま干すの忘れてた。じゃあ私戻るね。
Yep, to ta-ta. Amane patters off toward her room. Sachi and Makina rise off the couch and follow suit. But before I can get up myself, Michiru sidles up with an inquiring look on her face.
どうしたの？ユミコのことが気になってる？
What are you trying to say? No, not particularly. I only stuck around because I've been planning to continue my calisthenics. But Michiru ignores my answer to her question, draws her own conclusions, and forges ahead with this one-sided excuse for a conversation.
まあ気になるんだったら早朝にでも入り口で貼っておけばご本人に直接確認できるんじゃない？
Because we probably won't get anywhere? I have better things to do with my time.
へえ、ついさっき無趣味ぶりをさらけ出したばっかりなのに。
If you want to talk down to me, I'd suggest you find a less self-indulgent hobby first, Michiru.
だからそっから離れろって言ってんでしょ。やるわよ。みちる様、本当に G が趣味だったんですか？
Where did you come from?
まあ、人生長いんだから、そういう時期だってあるさ。猿のように老けて、次の目標を考えるんだな、みちるくん。
Savage.
何か口に詰め込んで死なない程度に苦しめられるものとか落ちてないかしら。
Clawing furiously at her blonde head, Michiru shrieks a desperate entreaty to the heavens. In the end, our discussion about Sakaki's private life was diverted into the usual headache-inducing nonsense before we could reach any real conclusions. Not that it was a topic of especially great interest to me in the first place. A few sets of push-ups later, and I've mostly forgotten about the whole thing. Yep. Later. Guess I'm up a bit early. Yes, around the same time as Sachi, actually. Probably because yesterday had been a fairly light day, I found myself awake earlier than usual. It's not like that's a bad thing, though. More time for a little calisthenics before my run. Hobbies, huh? As I run through my stretches, I find myself thinking about the conversation we had here yesterday. I guess dull is in fact an objectively appropriate word for someone who uses all his free time to exercise. From a conventional viewpoint, training your body might well be a hobby of sorts. Sorry. But in my case, I'm maintaining a tool I need for my profession. Training is just a part of the job for me. So yes, I basically have no hobbies. I think my personality is mostly to blame. Nothing really tends to capture my interest that strongly, or for that long. On that point, I may have something in common with Sakaki. By all appearances, she keeps everything and everyone at arm's length, mainly because she's decidedly uninterested in learning more. I saw... Come to think of it, didn't they say Sakaki... Huh? With the sentence halfway out of my mouth, I sensed someone behind me and turned to face them. Oh, hello. Sakaki standing by the entrance, staring at me in surprise. Surprised to see somebody else awake at this hour besides Sachi, right? There's a bulky tote bag lying at her feet. I can tell at a glance that it's stuffed full of various items. I catch a glimpse of thin wooden objects sticking out of the top. I'm guessing she looks quite different in the anime. Yes, we are. We didn't really plan on that, but it is what it is. She doesn't look that different? I guess I'd have to see a comparison. Early for what? Yeah. At this point, the conversation from yesterday comes to mind again. The others mentioned Sakaki's habit of leaving the dorm early in the morning by herself. Apart from the large bag she always carries on these trips, no one has any clues as to what she's getting up to. Not that I'm particularly interested, but the flow of the conversation seems to call for a little light probing. I see. You're up early yourself, Sakaki. Where are you off to? I tried to phrase the question pretty casually. It certainly didn't sound too pushy coming out of my mouth, but she's gonna take it that way. I honestly was just trying to draw her into a little small talk, but... Sakaki purses her lips just for a moment before she speaks. Yeah, touche. The sentence she finally fires off somehow manages to be simultaneously sharp and blunt. Perfect words to describe her, really. What we've got here, Sakaki, is a failure to communicate.
どういうことかしら?
I asked, where are you off to? And you respond, what I do is no one's business. That's the answer to a slightly different question. You were probably feeling self-conscious about whatever it is you were going off to do, and end up mishearing what I was saying.
あなたのそういうすぐ上げ足を取る言い方、不快だわ。
He just wants an answer to his question. Sadly, it's not really a habit. I was born this way.
とにかくもう聞かないでちょうだい。
What's the matter? Alright, I won't ask you about this again. Sakaki's face fills with genuine confusion. She's clearly surprised by this ready concession to her demand.
それじゃあ失礼するわ。
Yeah, see you later. Sorry to bother you. As Sakaki heads for the exit, I turn around and begin my calisthenics again. But as I'm sitting on the floor and beginning to stretch out my arms, I realize that I haven't heard her leave the building yet. What? You're surprised at the sight of a reasonable human being? What's up? You need something?
なんでもないわ。
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Sakaki throws open the door in apparent irritation and immediately leaves the dorm.
怪しいわね。
You don't
何をしよ
say.
うとしているんでしょうか。
No idea.
あの荷物。
I think everybody does. I think everybody wants to know, Makina, huh?
やっぱり武器とか入ってたんじゃないの?
Yeah, I have no idea. What, were you watching? You've all got too much time on your hands. Within seconds of Sakaki's exit, the other four emerged from their hiding places around the lobby. Don't tell me you actually went out of your way to wake up early just so you could watch her leave. Amane does her best impression of a mischievous child caught with one hand in the cookie jar. It's kind of unpleasant to watch.
なんか昨日の流れでちょっと気になっちゃってね。
So what you're saying is, yes, you went and woke everyone up early so they could all watch this. And what were you planning to do if she saw all of you?
みんな考えることは同じだったんですね。ユージがもうちょっと押せば、ユミコきっと言ってたよ。あの流れだったら。
Oh, come on, you don't know that, Michiru. Sorry, but I'm just not that interested. In the first place, if it was something Sakaki would feel comfortable talking about, I'm sure she would have responded differently to my casual question. That blunt refusal to talk probably means she has her reasons for keeping her activities to herself. I'm not so irrepressibly curious as to pester her on a sensitive topic, especially when she's not going to reveal anything anyway. Yeah, we know, Makina. Really? Is that what you think? Amane is the community's version of Monica? Monica is not impressed. Alright. Giving me that look, are ya? Oh! Your grounds for this deduction? You must think you're Sherlock Holmes there, Makina. Amane, if you'd be so kind as to shut her up now.
しんどいしつけだけ母親に押し付ける父親って嫌われるよ。
Who said I was the dad in this situation?
どうしましょうか、風見さん。調査するのでしたら命じていただければすぐにでも。
No, I don't think there's any reason to put your ninja skills to the test today.
つまんない。
If you want to know that badly, Michiru, go tailor yourself one-on-one. Yeah, that's what I thought.
ミチル相手だったら初手からいきなり刃物もありえるわよね。
You don't say, Amane. You don't say.
血を見ることになりそうですね。ミチル様のお体が心配ですが、自ら選んだ道でしたら致し方ありません。覚悟します。
Damn, Sachi.
やれっつってねえでしょ。勝手に覚悟完了すんじゃないわよ。大丈夫。命は一つじゃない。チルチルなら3つぐらいに切られても、それぞれが真ミチルとなって生まれ変われるのよさ。
Oh my god. Makina is ruthless. Jesus Christ, dude.
プラナリア？ねえちょっとマキナ、あんた私をプラナリア扱いか。
I don't know what planarian means, but you probably are one. Look, I'd really like to exercise at some point if you don't mind. Yes, it took that long for me to get some peace and quiet to exercise. You're surprised? Yo! Later that same day. Shortly after finishing my outdoor training, I happen to be doing some cooldown exercises in the dorm lobby just as Sakaki returns. She's holding her bag in the shadow cast by her own body, as if consciously trying to hide it from view. Sorry about this morning. First off, an apology for my earlier rudeness seems to be in order. Sakaki offers a vague non-response, squirming awkwardly where she stands. Alright, see you later. I turn away and restart my calisthenics. But Sakaki doesn't move a muscle. Sakaki? When I call out to her for the second time, Sakaki flinches in surprise, then shoots me a fierce glare. You really try to act tough, don't you? You really try to act tough all the time. You've got some. We know you have something to hide. I don't know, how the hell do you want me to say her name? Sure, whatever you say, Yumiko. Clearly talking to herself rather than me, she stomps off in the direction of her room. Well, after Sakaki's vanished from view, I'm still staring after her. The girl might not have said much of anything to me just now, but it's obvious that she's strangely tense. Wonder if something's wrong. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. As I'm puzzling over the matter, a certain woman of unusual proportions appears out of nowhere. Are you sure about that, Amane? Amane approaches me with a knowing smirk on her face. Oh yeah? I didn't get that feeling personally. Yep. Rather than sitting on the sofa, Amane drops herself cross-legged onto the ground. Drawing her face close to me as I exercise, as if to give me a whiff of her perfume, she continues. Come on. Sorry, exactly what in the conversation just now suggested that to you? I'm pretty sure that is the idea, to get her to say something about herself. I'm pretty sure that's the idea, is it not? I don't know about you, but I don't approach my relationships with other people as if they were a fish I'm trying to catch.
あらやだ。私はしないわよ、そんなこと。やるならもっと直接攻撃の方が性に合ってるわ。
You don't say, Amane. I figured that out pretty quickly. True, full frontal certainly seems more plausible in your case. Sorry, I misjudged you.
半分は天然で言ってるんだろうけど、ユージって時々本当に引っ叩きたくなるわね。
He really does. Sadly, I was born this way. Yes, he was. He is just a sarcastic asshole, and I love it.
にしてもさ、榊さんって本当に何してんだろうね。誰にもほとんど関わらず一人でいるし、辛くならないのかな。
See, I would think that, but what do I know? Well, I guess being alone is the less painful choice sometimes. For one thing, it's more affordable to live that way. Oh, I guess it's finally Monday. Oh. The weekend behind us, we're back in the classroom. As the day's lessons reach their conclusion, Sachi leads us in the formal bow that marks the end of every school day. The weekdays are nice and simple. Given the set schedule, I can coast peacefully through it without having to worry about how I'm spending my time. Or about being insulted over my lack of interests. Yeah. That's why my work days tend to just blur together so much. I shoulder my bag and leave the classroom. Some fresh air on the rooftop. After dropping my stuff off in my room, I find myself heading to the roof of the dormitory for no reason in particular. But I can't think of anything to do with myself. Sometimes I'll search out places where I can be alone and look at the sky. I wouldn't say that I prefer solitude, but every once in a while I'm seized with the need to get a break from the clamor of daily life, which has been very noisy indeed lately. As I swing the door slowly open, I realize there's someone already on the roof. The instant I set foot outside, she's staring at me with a slightly suspicious look on her face. For what it's worth, I didn't know you would be here. Sorry, but we do live in the same building. We're gonna run into each other sometimes. So, can I come up? Having obtained Sakaki's assent, I stand behind the handrail and gaze up into the sky. It's a vivid shade of blue today. The sun shines powerfully down on us. I can feel the heat rising off the iron railing in front of me. Maybe don't put your hand on it then. You are observing, aren't you? After a moment, Sakaki turns to me and breaks the silence. Yes? What makes you say that? No, I'm very much awake, thank you. I just do be like that sometimes. What do you want me to do? Would you prefer to talk to me about something? Or ask you questions? That's what I thought. I see. In that case, I guess I'll do what I feel like. Sakaki tilts her head back slightly and gazes into the sky for a long moment. Her long hair catches the sea breeze and flutters like a flag. Ah, oh, gorgeous. And Monica, I see you up there rolling your eyes right now. Alright, I'll get back to it. I was gonna say, you know how I am with long hair, but I don't think you need me to remind you. Why do you ask?
前にもここで会ったじゃないの。
Yeah, but what does that mean? What does that imply that we come up here often? Because that doesn't imply anything like that. True, now that you mention it. I lean forward and grip the warm iron railing with both hands as I speak. Every once in a while, I guess. Just to look at the sky by myself.
あなたがらしくないわ。
What? It really is every once in a while. Anyway, that's the only reason I come up here.
そう。
Yeah, sometimes it really is just that simple. Everyone has times when they want to be alone, right?
それは私に向かって聞いてるの。
No. Just making a factual statement. No, we're talking about me here. The sunlight today really is powerful. Very much a midsummer day. The shadow of a kite flying overhead moves slowly across the roof, wings and beak clearly defined against the concrete. As I follow the shadow's movement with my eyes, Sakaki blurts out unexpected words.
あなた聞かないのね。
Plan to ask what, exactly? About what?
私が休みの日に外で何をしているのかを。
No, you don't exactly make a big deal out of this stuff, so... Excuse me. Why would I? I blamed the pizza I had before stream.
ああやって早朝から出て行ったら何をしているのか聞こうとするものじゃないかしら。
I mean, you're the type that really likes to keep to themselves, so no, he didn't really figure to ask. Yeah, I did ask, remember?
でもそれから一切聞こうとしなかったじゃない。
Well, presumably because you didn't want to talk about it? You told me you didn't want to talk about it, so I haven't brought it up since then. What? Is that so unusual? If you've changed your mind about that, I'd assume you'd let me know. I'm not looking to stick my nose in other people's business. I turned my head slightly towards Sakaki, meeting her gaze out of the corner of my eye. With the exception of when somebody wants me to. That policy isn't limited to Sakaki. I'm trying not to interfere with any of the students here more than necessary. I don't dislike any of them, and I don't have any reason to go out of my way to avoid them, but all the same, I don't have any reason to get closer to them. That said, when they're the ones approaching me, there's no need to reject them either. I'm trying to maintain that subtle balance as my master taught me. It's tricky, isn't it? Sakaki stares steadily at my face. Her expression lies somewhere between puzzlement and curiosity, trying to get a solid read on you. I don't know what's gotten her interest all of a sudden, but it's clearly different from her usual apathetic gaze. What is it? At my question, Sakaki exhales lightly and closes her eyes.
なんでもないわ。
Are you sure about that? Because that does not look like your usual scowl. That is a face of respect. That is a face that says, finally, someone gets it. Like, seriously. Look at that face. That just exudes confidence. Like, finally, another sensible human being. Sakaki abruptly walks away from the railing and heads for the stairs. Halfway there, she pauses briefly and looks back in my direction.
部屋に戻るわ。
Alright, you do that. At my concise response, Sakaki's expression again takes on a shade of bemusement.
あなた変わってるわね。本当に。
I'm the odd one here? For some reason, I get that a lot. Never understood why. For a moment, there's a rare smile on Sakaki's face.
それじゃ。
Oh, Oh my god. That might be the purest expression I have seen on Yumiko's face this entire series. Like, oh my god, look at it. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is spectacular right there. Like, just soak it in, guys. Soak in the moment here. Oh my goodness. You're not impressed. You know you cannot ruin my moments like this. Right, Monica? Alright, I'll get back to it. Do you have to do that every time I have a moment like this? Yeah. Sakaki opens the iron door and disappears inside the dorm. The kite I've been watching draws a lazy arc in the sky, as if to wave farewell, then floats out of sight. The sun begins its slow descent toward the horizon as the evening approaches. I push myself back from the railing and walk slowly toward the stairs, feeling the sun-warmed concrete underneath my feet. An odd one, huh? Don't know if you're one to talk. Oh, she is. Her hypocrisy is kind of charming. It feels like I've been lectured about drinking too much by an alcoholic. For some reason, I feel like I've warmed up to Sakaki a bit. Maybe we've got more in common than I realized. Yeah, you think? Oop, now we're in the shopping district. Uh-oh, what did you find, Amane? Come on, figure it out. Yeah, she does a lot of shopping. You always get carried away with your shopping. Oh, she'll find a way, Michiru. She'll find a way. Eh? She's never done. I think most people are fine with 1 dozen until they run out, Amane. I don't know what you're on about. Michiru, for once, I think you're the sensible one here. Yes. Yes, I would say most people just run out and buy more when they run out. Yes, that is what a normal human being would do. When they run out of eggs, you just go buy more. Like when I run out of chips to snack on while I'm watching a hockey game or whatever. I go buy more. Yes, I know, Caleb. Multiple times, in fact. Because there was a fucking clip-worthy moment in this stream. There were several, as a matter of fact. Like, holy shit, dude. Let's just say, Makina was an absolute savage. And, Michiru got ganged up on so hard this episode. I honestly feel kind of bad for her. But, oh my god, it was so funny. It was so damn funny, dude. And now she's like, what does being a tsundere have to do with eggs?
いいから早くタイムセールが終わっちゃう。
Yep, she just wants to take advantage of the sale.
もう仕方がないわね。付き合ってあげるわよ。そう、
Works like a charm.
やっぱりツンデレってそうでなきゃね。何よそれ。あんたツンデレバカにしてんでしょ。
She looks so bored by this.
してないって。うふふ言うな。
Amazing. Meanwhile.
ただいま。重たかったと。
Oh, right, you got our stuff. That's right.
ただいまって、ここあんたの部屋じゃないじゃん。あれ、ユージいないの？まあいいか。みちる、そっちの袋も貸して。冷蔵庫にしまっちゃうから。
How are you doing, mate?
勝手に冷蔵庫まで開けてさ。なんかもう自分の部屋のノリだよね。
Yeah, Michiru, you must be new here. You must be new here. Amane does this regularly. Yuuji just had to get used to that fact.
そう？いいじゃん。どうせろくなもの入ってないんだし。私の部屋、冷蔵庫小さいんだもの。突っ立ってないで座ったら？お茶ぐらい出すよ。
Just imagine he comes back at this exact moment when they're making tea, and he's like, "What are you doing in my house?" A la Shrek.
麦茶でいいよね。はい。
Oh. Oh, so that's what you were doing when you were putting stuff in the fridge. What the hell? That came out of nowhere.
ありがとう。っておい。
I see you figured it out, Michiru.
びっくりした。何よ、急に大きな声出して。何脱いでんのよ。なんで脱いでんのよ。2回言った。
Yeah, she's aware of that fact. You didn't answer the question, though.
そんなツッコミはいらん。なぜ脱ぐ？
Like I said, this is just Amane doing Amane things.
ん？だって帰ってきたら着替えるでしょ、普通。いや、そりゃそうかもしれないけど、ここあんたの部屋じゃないし。男の部屋に来るなり即パージってどうなのよ。
Again, Michiru, you must be new here. This is what Amane does. Okay?
別に裸のままでいるわけじゃないし、ちゃんと私服に着替えるわよ。いうかさ、なんでこの部屋にAmaneの私服があるのよ。あんたらあれ付き合ってんの？同棲してんの？なんでベッドの上にブラが脱ぎ捨ててあるの？聞きたいこと。ごめんね、散らかってて。
Yeah. Kind of.
気のせいかな。ユージの私物よりあんたの私物の方が多くない？つうか、本当に何にもないんだね、この部屋。テレビもないし。部屋を出れば目の前の談話室にテレビあるしね。私物といえばバックパックが一つあるぐらい。何が入ってるのかは知らないけど。あ、ねえ、こっちの部屋は？あ、そこは開けちゃダメよ。ユージ本気で怒るから。なんで？言ってみれば、その1畳半の部屋がユージの私室なのよ。
Yeah, he doesn't need much.
だってここクローゼットだよ。何があるの？
Good question.
だから開けちゃダメだってば。それに開けても別に何もないわよ。ただ本当に一度だけ中を覗いたことがあるけど、紙くずが散らばってるだけで何もなかったわよ。何もないなら見てもいいんじゃない？たとえ空っぽだったとしても、見られたくない場所っていうか、深入りしてほしくない場所ってあるじゃない？
True, true.
前に私が入った時、そこには入るなってすっごい怒られたもの。何それ？
You don't have to get it.
さあ、例えるならそう、携帯のメールボックスとかかな。勝手に見られたら気分悪いでしょ？ 空っぽなのに
Yep.
空っぽのメールボックスを見られたくないんじゃないかな
Exactly. It's just an invasion of privacy.
わけわかんないユージの過去でも詰まってるんだよきっとはあ触れられたくないものって意味でああそう言われちゃうとまあ私にもそういう部分がないわけでもないし
I think everybody does.
でしょだからそこはそっとしておいてあげてよ
Even if they don't want to admit it.
分かったわよそんなことより晩ご飯の用意しなくちゃ今晩は餃子にしようと思うんだけど
Ah.
みちるあんたも手伝ってくれないちょっとあんた夕飯の面倒まで見てるの
Yeah. Yeah, she does, for some reason.
どうせマキナの分も作るし手間は一緒だもの暇なら餃子包むの手伝ってよ
There's no one to even send her messages. Damn, bro. ETA.
なんで餃子あいつ餃子が好きなのうんにゃ好きとか嫌いとかはあんまりないかな何作っても食べるし
Yeah, this we know. He is hardly picky at all. Basically, if it's edible, he'll eat it.
でもお肉はあんまり喜ばないわねまあエビ餃子なら喜んで食べるかな私餃子なんて作ったことないわよマキナに手伝わせなさいよあの子練り物系はダメなのよね具で粘土遊びを始めるから
Sculptures with the dough. Very creative one she is, huh? I don't think I want to know what kind of sculptures she's making though, considering what we were talking about the other day.
じゃあサチを呼べばいいじゃないなんで私なのよ
Because she wants to involve you and stuff?
たまには次女にもお料理教えてあげようかなってねいいからこっちいらっしゃいな
She really insists on this.
長女は料理なんてからっきしでカップ麺ぐらいしか作れないし三女は生真面目だから教えれば覚えるけど餃子なんか包ませたらそれこそ無限に包み続けるぐらい没頭しちゃうし末っ子はさっき言ったように料理と粘土遊びの区別がついてないしねだから次女っていうか私ってアマネの中じゃ次女なのねガサツだし大雑把だし性格がねじくれててあんまり可愛くはないけれど一番女の子らしいのは次女だと思ってるわよそれ褒めてるの
Ouch.
もちろんそれじゃまず下ごしらえしちゃおっかだから私は料理なんかしたことないんだってば
Well, that makes two of us, Michiru.
簡単だってキャベツと白菜を軽く湯通ししてタケノコの水煮とニラを混ぜて
Yeah, easy when you say it when you have the experience, but when you've never done it before, you're asking questions. You're asking questions like, wait, how long do I steam the cabbage? How long do I steam the bok choy? The bok choy. What do you mean by boil the bamboo shoots? What do you mean mix in chives?
ひき肉の代わりにエビのすり身をつなぎにしたあんを作って市販の皮で包んでいくだけだから
Yeah, sounds easy to you, but to somebody like Michiru and me, this might as well be magic.
っていうかさ何にもない部屋の割に調理道具だけはやけに揃ってるのね
Yeah, who do you think is responsible for that?
まあね大きいお鍋とか部屋に置いてあると邪魔なものは全部こっちに持ってきちゃってるし
Yeah, what did you expect, Michiru?
それって単純にこの部屋を物置にしてるだけじゃないのまあいいじゃないのそのおかげで美味しいご飯食べられるんだからお塩取って
It really is, ETM, when you think about it.
塩ってこれそうそれなんかでっかい粒が入ってるけど何これああ、入り米よ乾燥剤の代わりに缶入りしたお米が入ってるの
Yep.
何それ、おばあちゃんの知恵？あまねってさ、そういうところパワ臭いわよね。なんでよ、生活の知恵ってやつでしょ。はい、ズキョーンと。うわ、なんか意外と雑。包丁使わないの？
Yeah, this is the magical art called cooking. You chop things up with a knife. That is part of it.
おバカね。毎日料理するのに手間かけてどうするのよ。家庭料理のコツはどれだけ手抜きをするかがポイントなのよ。
Exactly.
そんなもの？餃子なんて難しいって思うかもしれないけど、小学生でも作れるわよ。確かになんか簡単そうに作ってるわよね。ズギョーンって。マキナにはいつも教えてることなんだけど、大切なのは工夫をしないこと。レシピ通りに作ればまず失敗なんてしないんだ
Yep,
から。
time save is what it's about. Just do what the recipe tells you and you'll hardly ever fail outright. Yep. For some people, cooking is just following directions.
初心者が料理で失敗する理由の8割はレシピを無視した工夫という名の独自解釈よ。
Yep. Like when somebody's brand new to a game and they're learning the basics, they think they can ignore a principle and they just get screwed over.
なるほど。ま、私はプロだから工夫するけどね。
Exactly, Amane. Superseding concepts.
そう、何入れた？今何入れたのよ。ああ、ウーロン茶。餃子のあんにウーロン茶を入れるとさっぱりして美味しくなるのよ。本当に？なんかべちゃべちゃになってない？このべちゃべちゃがええんやないの。ユージ、ウーロン茶好きだしね。え、そんな理由？なんか雑。
Mm-hmm.
さて、あとは包んで焼くだけ。どう？簡単でしょ？っていうかいいの？こんな適当で。それに包むのが難しいんじゃ。平気平気。欲張って具をいっぱい詰めようとするから失敗するんだって。具なんてティースプーン1杯分入ってりゃいいのよ。あとは指にお水つけてちゃっちゃと閉じるだけ。いいからとりあえずやってみ。
Yep. Yeah, once you have some experience, you learn how to improvise. But when you're just starting out, it's like you'd rather just stay rigid in how you do it.
そうそう、そんな感じ。表になる側をパタパタと畳んでいけばちゃんと形になるでしょ。わ、本当だ。意外となんとかなるでしょ。じゃあその調子で4人前で40個パッパと作っちゃおうか。ふむふむ、これちょっと楽しいかも。サチの気持ち少しわかるわ。
Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? It's very fulfilling to be able to make your own food.
おっと、長男のお帰りだわ。
Yep, I'm back.
長男、おかえりユージ。遅かったじゃん。どこで何してたの？
Told you the reception on the TV in the lobby was getting bad, didn't I? Sachi and I were trying to fix the antenna.
へえ、そんで治ったの？
Yeah, although we ended up having to replace the antenna. Look, forget me. What are you two doing in here?
見りゃわかるでしょ。晩ご飯の用意よ。今夜は餃子だよ。
Yeah, if you want to look at it from that perspective, Etienne. Some people do it just because they need food. You know, they're not doing it to be creative. They're just doing it because they need something to eat. That's kind of how I've always approached food. Like, I'm not picky. I'm not too picky. I'm asking why you're doing that in my room.
いいじゃん別に。あんたの分も作ってあげてるし。
I don't remember asking for any.
でもあれば食べるでしょ。
Well, can't let food go to waste.
素直じゃないな。食べたら食べたで美味しいって言うくせに、そういうのをツンデレって言うんだよ。ね、みちる？ああ、そっか。ちょっとユージ。
What?
別にあんたのために作ってるんじゃないんだからね。自分の分を作るついでよ。ついで勘違いしないでよね。
I don't think he
あ
asked.
んたってさ、時々自分がツンデレだってことを忘れるよね。そんなことないわよ。
Well, fine. Try not to make too much of a mess in here, alright?
どこ行くの？
Just going to buy some oolong tea.
ああ、そろそろなくなる頃だと思ったから買っておいたよ。冷蔵庫に入ってる。
I see. Appreciate it.
ねえ、アマネ。あんたってさ、そういうとこちゃんと年上の女なのよね。感心するわ。
It's what she aims for.
何よ、急に改まって。
Is this jealousy I smell? Michiru? Ugh. What now?
ちょっとあんた、当たり前みたいな顔してウーロン茶ゴブゴブ飲んでんじゃないわよ。わかってんの？アマネがいるおかげで、あんたはそうやって普通に生活できてんのよ。それを忘れんじゃないわよ。
Yeah, I guess. Can't forget that the front lines are only possible through the support of the supply units and paymasters.
またあんたはそうやってわけのわからないこと言って、本当にわかってんの？
Well, to be honest, I have no idea why you've gotten so angry all of a sudden. Sorry?
私に謝ってどうすんのよ。アマネに感謝をしなさい。アマネに。
What brought this on? I don't really get it, but Amane, thank you very much for everything you do, I guess?
どういたしまして？
Oh, why'd you have to go and make things awkward, Michiru?
なんであんたまで語尾が疑問系なのよ。
This is kind of like when one of the managers is like, why don't you and, this other guy that helps me close at night communicate on what we're gonna do? It's like, because we don't need to? Like, we have this mutual understanding of who does what for the closing jobs. It's like, it's like, you do this and this, I do this and this. And it's like, we've had weeks, if not, it's like we've had weeks, if not months, to figure this out. So, like, are you new here? It's like, are you not aware of the fact that we've been doing this for God knows how long? Since he started working there? It's like, come on, get with it. We don't need to communicate on what we're gonna do because we do the exact same goddamn things every single time. It's like, why do we have to communicate about what we already know the other is going to do? It's just a waste of time. But no, she insists on it anyway, so it's like, whatever. Also, welcome to chat, Christy. How are you tonight?
だって別にお礼を言われるようなことした覚えないし、ねえ。
It might not seem like much to you, Amane, but to certain people who feel self-conscious about never doing anything for anyone else, I expect buying some tea looks like a truly heroic act of charity.
なんだよもう。
What do you want from me?
アマネに感謝しなさいよもう。そんで餃子作った私にも感謝しなさいよもう。
Jesus. Oh, is that all? Well, of course. I'm grateful to you both. I appreciate it, Michiru.
なんか納得いかないけど。まあいいわ。今日のところはこれぐらいで勘弁してあげるわよ。
Whatever you say. Soon after, the wafting scent of frying gyoza lured Makina out of my room. Sachi, concerned to find Michiru's room empty, also stopped by before long. At that point, we adopted a resolution to invite Sakaki as well, initiate an extraordinary increase in dumpling production, and engage in a gyoza pig-out party. The Mihama Female Gyoza Corps was then established under the command of Suo Amane, XO Komine Sachi, to pursue these objectives. All members hurriedly scraped together ingredients from their fridges. Our goal was set at 120 dumplings. The results of this emergency production varied widely in quality. There were a number of respectable dumplings, filled with relatively appropriate things like bean jam or cheese, but also some truly bizarre results, such as fish stick gyoza and wiener gyoza. Soon dozens of dumplings were arrayed in front of the hot plate. Much like weapons brought to battle by an army on the verge of defeat, the variation was rich, if not quality. We began testing a wide range of dipping sauces as well, leading to even stranger combinations of tastes. This is like when you only have a couple of things left in your lunch that don't really match, and you just look at them and get curious. What would it look like if I combined these together? Fortunately, Makina quickly complained that eating them plain tastes better. The group's experimental spirit restrained at last. The gyoza pig-out party drew to a close without any major casualties. Well, that's good. There's an old proverb. Once 3 women gather, things get noisy. It happens to be a lie. Truth of the matter is, 1 woman is enough for things to get noisy. Females are capable of holding a lengthy conversation with a wall. Get 3 such creatures together, and you're solidly beyond noisy and into migraine-inducing territory. Conversation between men is a very efficient thing. Step 1. Both sides communicate their business. There is no step 2. Yes. Us men are very straightforward creatures. We don't like to beat around the bush. We like to get right down to it. And that is how I approach life. To be very on the nose when it comes to dealing with people. Just come out and say it. Don't hold back. With women, it's a different story. Before they get to the point, the conversation will be diverted onto the subject of dieting, which then develops into a chat about cosmetics. From there, the topic will shift to TV programs, then celebrities, perhaps followed by an exchange of opinions on popular sweets. After a stopover at the old standby, love gossip, things will come full circle to more dieting talk. Whatever the original point of the conversation may have been, it's buried under the bewildering blizzard of topics, never to be seen again. Then again, maybe I'm just looking at this the wrong way. It seems entirely plausible that female conversation is pointless by design. Of course, I'm something of a magnanimous spirit, so I do my best to endure these unproductive chats when necessary. But there comes an end to every limit. Once my tolerance is exceeded, my usual coping method is to shut down my brain, then repeat, I see, amazing, and not your fault, every time I sense a pause in the verbal onslaught. In many cases, this proves sufficient. On one memorable occasion, I weathered a conversation with a woman for a good 4 hours using nothing but these 3 phrases. Wow! That is impressive. I have to give it to him. Hats off, dude. Holy shit. That is incredible. I see. Amazing. Not your fault. Unfortunately, there are also many times where my strategy doesn't work out so well. Yeah, like when none of those words fit the statement or the pause in the conversation. Really, Etienne? The kanji for noisy is made up of 3 kanji for woman? Citation needed? If that's true, I did not know that.
ねえ、いいの？あんなこと OK しちゃって。まさか適当に答えてたわけじゃないでしょうね。
Sorry, I was. What a ridiculous accusation. I was listening to every word.
じゃあ何を話してたか説明してみなさいよ。
Let's see, something about how Sachi hates pickles? Or was it parsley?
全然違う。ほらね、聞いてないじゃない。
Seems my concentration may have slipped ever so slightly. Probably because I got so caught up reading that new novel last night. I hadn't noticed during my morning training routine, but apparently I didn't get enough sleep. Must have flipped the mental kill switch without even realizing it. I forced my brain out of hibernation mode and stared Michiru in the eyes. Oh, that is great. I forced my brain out of hibernation mode. That's what I should start saying when I wake up. I had to force my brain out of hibernation mode. That is incredible. Alright, honestly, I wasn't paying attention in the slightest. Therefore, I have no idea whatsoever as to what that conversation was about. Not even a shred of a clue. You got a problem with that?
ちょっと、なんでそんな偉そうなのよ。
All I remember of that discussion was some pointless small talk at the beginning. Hardly a big deal if I did space out.
あ、そう。別にあんたがそれでいいなら構わないけど、後悔しても知らないからね。
Crying?
恥ずかしいよ、恥ずかしいよって言って泣きついても、私は慰めてあげないんだからね。
Whatever you say, Michiru. It's embarrassing? What? Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
ちゃんと聞いてないからでしょ。
This might be trouble.
風見さん、先ほどの件なのですが、
Yeah, about that.
サイズの方を測らせていただいてもよろしいですか？万が一長さが足りないということになると大変ですから。
Yeah, very true. Gotta have sufficient length.
はい、もしそうなったら使えなくなってしまいます。
Oh, he posted it. Oh my god, you are right! It is only one way to write Noisy. Still, that is incredible. Here, let me put this in the game window. Dude, check this out. Wow, yeah. For once, my request for a citation needed was fulfilled. Man, my man was not kidding. How about that? That is incredible. Right, wouldn't be usable.
それでは失礼させていただきます。
We still don't even know what it is Sachi is measuring us for. With her customary finesse, Sachi takes my measurements. The skillful, efficient movement of her hands reminds me of a maid gracefully pouring tea. Her refined emotions possess something of the special charm unique to the work of true artisans. Truly impressive. Can I ask one question?
はい、何でしょうか。
You're measuring for the length of what exactly?
紐です。
The strap? The strap, eh?
それでは作業に取り掛かりますので失礼いたします。
Should I be concerned about what Sachi is making for us? Guys? Should I be concerned about what Sachi is making for us? Alright, show me what you can do. I expect precision to the millimeter. God damn! Okay. It's gonna be fine. I don't feel confident about that answer.
はい、ありがとう
A shark pouch. Sachi! On! Wait, Sachi? Well, now we know, I guess. Sachi trots off, oblivious. My voice doesn't even seem to register. As I find myself alone, the gravity of the situation at last begins to sink in. A shark pouch. That will look perfect on me? By shark pouch, she's presumably referring to something like that vaguely fish-shaped fanny pack Michiru is always wearing. Okay, that much I understand, but one that will look perfect on me? What exactly is that supposed to mean? I slowly, carefully draw out my vague memories of the conversation I sleepwalked through earlier. A cool draft of air was flowing into the hallway through an open window, refreshing as a mountain breeze after a long hike. As I walked down the corridor, lost in my thoughts, I was surprised by an agitated yelp. It was reminiscent of the high-pitched shrieks emitted by cartoon animals back in the earliest days of sound films. I moved to confirm the situation, prepared for the remote possibility of an emergency. Instead, I found Michiru sprawled out on all fours, her face planted on the ground. Apparently she was cleaning the floor with her tongue. How admirable. A face mop, eh? Brings back memories. I had to paint a few hallways this way myself, back in my old school. When I looked down, a number of canisters were strewn all over the floor. They resembled Michiru's containers of Ramune candy. Apparently this wasn't an attempt at cleaning after all. They must have fallen out of her shark pouch when she fell. In an attempt to be polite, I bent over to help her pick them up, but Michiru hurriedly snatched the nearest canister away from my hand. Whatever you say. Oh, if you say so. Damn, hello. Aha! Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, it's cute. Michiru has reached the pinnacle of shark chick. Now that I think about it, by this point I was already mostly tuned out of the conversation. Once a female speaks the word cute, in most cases the discussion is going to get painfully lengthy and repetitive. Combined with my drowsiness from insufficient sleep, this instinctive judgment quickly sent my brain into hibernation mode. Yeah. Really? I see. Amazing. Not your fault. Yep, he's fallen back on his strategy already. Damn, she looks serious all of a sudden. She really wants to do this. I see. Oh dear! Amazing.
ちょっとユージ、私が悪かったってば。この子本当に作っちゃうわよ。毎日キラキラをぶら下げて生活することになるのよ。キラブラ生活なのよ。それでもいいの？
Not your fault. He's not even paying attention.
ミチル様、きっと風見さんはこう見えて大のファンシー好きであり、キラキラ好きなんです。
I don't know about that, Sachi.
このサメさんにはラインストーンが似合う。風見さんもそう思っていただけたんですね。
I see.
それでは決定事項とさせていただきます。
I think Sachi is reading a lot more into this than she probably should be. Amazing.
クオリティが低くならないように努力します。
Not your fault. That doesn't even fit the conversation. Somehow it seems the conversation concluded with me sentenced to wear a sparkly shark fanny pack at all times. I gently close my eyes and imagine the result. A sparkly lifestyle. As they say in Hollywood, a life of glitter. That's not his fault, he's just following the manual. Monica's just like, that's what you get for not paying attention, dipshit. Also, I just realized it's snowing in there. Again. God damn it. Why do you taunt me with snow? We've barely gotten any all month. It's actually been really warm this December. Like, we're gonna have a warm, fucking brown-ass Christmas where I live this year. Like, holy shit. Somehow it's gonna be even worse than this, probably. Although I can picture the scene without difficulty. Accepting it proves beyond my capabilities. Yeah, I mean, it's getting down into like the 30s and 40s where I live. Usually into like the 30s and 20s at night. But it's just been rain pretty much all month. Hardly feels like winter here. Sachi! Sachi! Emergency situation. Sorry for the sudden notice, but I need to withdraw the previous request. Discontinue the production process. I'm talking about the pouch. You remember, right? What? How? You work fast. Clearly. Every time the words shark pouch leaves Sachi's mouth, her expression becomes dazed and dreamy. The girl's gotten herself all fired up for some reason. Gotta do something. And quick! You really seem to think so. Right. Things already half finished, I can hardly admit that I simply wasn't paying attention to the conversation. In the field, though, even a momentary lapse of judgment can be enough to trap you in a hopeless situation. I've seen people die for their carelessness before my eyes. A few thoughtless steps, a small sound drowned out by the buzzing of insects, a single stray bullet. Such things can sometimes change the fate of the world. I should know this all too well, and yet look at me now. Cold sweat trickles down my armpits as I speak. A shark, eh? A shark, is it? Oh boy. Could you make it a crocodile instead? Okay. That's figures. I was hoping to buy some time with an unreasonable demand, but we're dealing with Sachi here. A design change like this, a design change like that doesn't even faze her. Sorry, Sachi. Forget about the crocodile as well. Her preparations for changing the coloration from a shark to a crocodile were proceeding far too quickly. I can't underestimate her skills. I've got to pick an animal difficult enough to throw her for a loop and slow down the production process. Which would mean... I've got it, Sachi. What we need here is a bush dog. I don't even know what the hell a bush dog is. Yuuji, I think you're gonna have to get even more outside the box than that. Holy shit! God damn, Sachi. I do indeed. Think you can handle it? Sachi twists her face in apparent frustration. Just as I'd hoped. Even with her determined spirit, making a motif from such an unfamiliar animal should require some time-consuming work. Alright, carefully collect your reference materials. Proceed slowly but surely. Nice and slowly, understood? Bush dog. Yeah, let's see what the hell a bush dog is. I'm not good with, like, different breeds of animals. So, let's see. Let's see what she has to work with. It does kind of look like a small bear when you look at it. This is a bush dog, everybody. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff. And she's just like, challenge accepted. Let's have your initial report on the estimated time to completion. 20 minutes? Through heroic effort, I managed to swallow the words, "That's too damn fast," before they leave my mouth. I see. You think it'll go that smoothly, eh? Seems the bush dog was too easy. If I'd gone with the golden lion tamarin, I might have bought myself a few more minutes. Damn it! I chose poorly. Damn it! That hurts so much coming from you. Silence! What's the point of passing judgment on history from a position of hindsight? At that time, under those circumstances, I made the best decisions that I could. Damn it! Damn it all! Gah. Yes, perhaps you're right. My apologies. I overreacted. Thanks to Michiru's words, I quickly regained my composure. It seems my lack of sleep may have made me overly irritable. That does tend to happen due to a lack of sleep. You get irritated more easily. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Just as she says, if I think about the matter rationally, there's hardly any reason to make such a fuss over a mere rhinestone-covered shark pouch. The mature thing is to politely accept my sparkly fate. On second thought, I'd rather die! Ah, adequate sleep is gravely important! Yeah, and? No, we're having a funeral for Yuji's sanity, Makina.
それがさ、参っちゃうのよね。ユージが珍しく苛立っててね。ボヘー、珍しいこともあるのよさ。カルシウム食えや、ほれ。
No, that's not what it is, Makina. As she speaks, Makina picks up a pebble from the hallway floor and offers it to me. I accept it with a curt yeah, then hurl it into the distance with one smooth movement. It's a rock! Silence, please. I really truly need you to stop talking for a while.
Please don't say train.
What? What does that have to do with anything? Michiru, what does that have to do with literally anything? Nobody was discussing locomotives. Your English is terrible. Also, you need to shut up. It's just desserts, not deserts. True, when you get down to it, it is my fault. Seems I have no choice but to accept the consequences. Yep. When will you realize that your actions have consequences? Oh, already? Oh dear. Jesus, how fast did you run to get here? Although she's completely out of breath, Sachi's face is filled with the joy of victory. She thrusts out her hand, offering me a pouch recognizably modeled after a bush dog. Pretty impressive accuracy for such off-the-cuff work, actually. Good work. Impressive. I wasn't expecting you to finish the job so quickly. Oh god. I turned the pouch over in my hand. It seems to be constructed from heavy-duty waterproof nylon, usable even in heavy rainy weather. In order to express the distinctive coat of the bush dog, Sachi's made use of fabric with a chocolate chip pattern. The chocolate chip design is more familiar as a camouflage pattern in desert regions, but it's well suited to the purpose. I'm honestly fairly impressed with her creative choice. And yet, as if to intentionally shatter the otherwise clever design, sparkling rhinestones are scattered all across the pouch's surface. The sheer glitter power of this thing is overwhelming. I feel a little dizzy just looking at it. Hey, Sachi?
どうかいたしましたか？紐にはアジャスターも備えていますから、多少の体格の変化にも対応できます。この小峰幸の最高傑作と言っても過言ではありません。ぜひの試着を。
Damn, that's saying something. Jesus. I see. I steel my nerves and prepare to face my cruel, sparkly fate. Only I got adequate sleep. But in the next moment, the situation changes abruptly. Michiru approaches briskly, snatches the pouch from my hands, and dangles it in front of Makina.
マキナ見てみなさいよこのポーチ。ポーチ？ポーチなんて興味ないのよさ。寝言は寝て言えっつうの本当に。バカ、ちゃんとよく見てみなさいよね。これキラキラついてるのよ。キラキラ？
With a subtle motion too small for Makina to consciously notice, Michiru draws the pouch back toward herself. The action triggers Makina's subconscious instinct for the chase. firmly hooking her interest on the bush dog pouch.
キラキラなのよさ、めっさキラキラしとる。それ放水。
At Makina's words, I grabbed Sachi's shoulder and stared intensely into her eyes. Sachi, my friend, you heard the girl. This thing's hella shiny. I want it. Unless you give me this pouch, I don't know what it will become of me. Unless you give me this pouch, I don't know what will become of me. I'm afraid I can no longer live without it. What passion! My heart has been moved. On that note, I know I was originally scheduled to receive this, but I think Makina may be the more deserving recipient. It may look even better on her than it would on me. What do you think?
そうですね。確かにサメの段階では風見さんがベストだったのですが、ヤブ犬となるとマキちゃんに若干の軍配が。
I don't know.
これ何？ゴールデンライオンなんとか？失敬な。どこからどう見てもヤブ犬。ヤブ犬か。あれ可愛いよね。ヤブ犬大好き。チルチルの次に好き。
That's Sachi doing Sachi things.
マキナの中で私のポジションどの辺なの？犬、チルチル、ヤブ犬、犬っていう順位で好き。なんだかすごく獣に挟まれてる感じがする。
That's the point.
犬が2回も。
Sachi, can you find it in your heart to give it to our young animal lover here? I think that would be the best thing for the pouch.
もう獣が好きなわけじゃないのよ。ヤブ犬と2匹の犬とチルチルが好きなだけなのよ。はい、わかりました。確かに私も風見さんよりマキちゃんが持っていた方がお似合いな気がします。はーい、モロタでキラッキラのヤブ犬モロタで。
She just cares about the shiny.
ダフン。
あ、
こいつ泣くぞ。
Sachi, what did you do?
はい、泣いた方がいいかなって。
I am floored. That thing has a little voice box too, or something in there. Oh no. Oh yeah, we made the right decision. We made the right decision giving it to Makina. Yep, it is yours now, Makina. No takebacks. Also, good deal, Cerberus. Holy shit, this has been a wild fucking episode. This game's been very slice of life this episode, but holy shit, it has been funny. And I am floored by Sachi's resourcefulness. Like, Jesus Christ. Does the amount of stuff she have on hand just know no bounds? Like, Jesus Christ. At this point, I want to find something that Sachi can't do. Like, the hell?
なぜ照れた？ねえねえサッチ、これもっと泣きバリエある？バリエーションはまだ10種類しかなくてね。これでパパパパ。かわいいかわいい。あっちでもっと教えて。人のいない静かな場所でこの鳴き声を堪能したいのよさ。
Bang.
この鼻の部分を。
Makina and Sachi wander off somewhere, grasping the sparkling bush dog pouch in their hands. Left behind, Michiru and I find each other's eyes and heave simultaneous sighs of relief. Excellent work. I definitely owe you one. No need to play dumb. I know you orchestrated this conclusion. You called Makina over so you could press that pouch on her. Can you define orchestrated? No. No, I'm pretty sure that is a performance conductor. Whatever. Either way, I owe you one. From now on, I'll be paying at least a little attention to any conversation, no matter how incredibly pointless. Excuse me. Otherwise, there's no telling when I'll get caught up in something ridiculous like that again. Sounds like you're describing yourself. Oh! Yep, she's walked herself into a paradox. Sounds like you're just... Are you honestly trying to be nice here, or is this more of the usual sourpuss act? I seriously can't tell. Sounds like you're describing yourself. If a tsundere honestly admits they're a tsundere, they stop being a tsundere. Think of it this way. A woman says everyone on her island tells nothing but lies. If it's true, the woman's a liar. If she's a liar, what she says can't be true. The same thing applies here. Hedgehog's dilemma. No, not quite. Now you're just talking about an animal giving birth. Yeah, the hedgehog's dilemma, the closer we get, the more... fuck. Mani, I know you've talked to me about this, the hedgehog's dilemma. The closer we get, the more we're prone to hurting them. Something like that, right? I honestly don't remember. Monica, I need a quick break. Remind me. Yeah, the hedgehog's dilemma. The closer we get to another person, the more deeply we are hurt by them. That's what it was. I couldn't remember the latter half of that phrase. Monica, thank you. Thank you. You are a darling. So why do we try to get close to them? Well, introverts and extroverts have different ways to answer that question. Have different answers to that. Sorry, I read that wrong. It helps when you know that you're the only sentient being in the entire world, though. Yeah, it's different in your case, isn't it? If you can't use that solution in your life, then you'll just have to let me help you shoulder the pain. We can't hurt each other from different realities, right? Not physically, at least. Not that I'm aware. Yeah, see, you already know the answer to that. Alright, let's get back to it. Yep. This moss break brought to you by me. Now back to your regularly scheduled bullshit. She meant the hedgehog's dilemma. Dilation. That I don't even know what she was going for there. The cat inside the box? No, that's Schrodinger's cat. Are you looking to become a veterinarian? There was no testing involved. You managed to get yourself completely confused just fine without my help. Specifically, you started talking about things you don't understand and lost track of the conversation entirely. Neither Schrodinger nor Freud have anything to do with this. You're trying too hard. Stick to nice, small words. Yes, I'm aware of that. You know what? I'm just gonna walk away and let you be whatever you are being right now, cause I really have no way to respond to that. Like, the sheer level of idiocy on display is beyond my comprehension. So yeah, I'm just going to leave you to it and be on my way. Michiru, I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Michiru takes a handful of Ramune candies from her pouch and munches down on them vigorously. I know women are always saying they have a separate stomach for sweets, but isn't this daily intake of junk food bad for her? Or is this some form of stress relief? Seems to me that a coping strategy like that would just be caught in a vicious circle of candy-bloated misery. You know, no matter how much glucose you take in, it's not going to increase your basic potential for action. It's certainly necessary as energy for your brain, considering your presumably modern and clearly unhealthy diet, so no need to go out of your way to take more. Junk food like that is basically pure sugar, just so you know. If you say so. If you're that fond of them, let me try one. Deadbeat isn't quite the right word. No, that's Michiru's line. No, you had it right the first time, Michiru. You what? I think you may have gotten there from homeless, but the nuance is actually pretty different. I think I might have mentioned this, but your English really needs work. Oh, a reasonably polite farewell for once. It's a bit late for that. Got it. See you later. Too easy. It's difficult for me to determine whether this girl is basically a somewhat considerate person, or just an utter idiot who occasionally stumbles her way into acts of kindness. But either way, she's incredibly noisy. From experience, I know there are essentially two types of women in the world. You have your noisy women, and then you have your even noisier women. We must manage as best we can in this cruel world. There's a quick and efficient way of shutting a woman up, namely sealing her lips, but sadly this comes with its own set of complications. Life's no picnic. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Good idea. When you visit a country where they speak a different language, there's one thing you should always learn first, namely the local phrase for thank you, or so my master taught me. Of course, my master is also such a half-assed human being that she usually didn't bother to learn anything else. Get thanks down first and just make up the rest as you go along. I had plenty of good conversations in America using only thank you, dog, and pencil. When someone's that shamelessly sloppy about life, it's actually kind of charming. The woman had the brains of poultry. While we're on the subject of English, chicken head is an insult you should usually try to avoid over there. Say that to a woman and you've implied that she spends a lot of time moving her head back and forth like a chicken pecking at feed.
Today's supper is a fish. You like a fish? Do I do like fish? Yes, fish. Are you okay?
Uh-oh, some meaning was lost in translation here.
What you say? Are you okay? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, no, bro!
Oh, jeez, but you too? Sachi, you bastard!
Amazing.
What? Please say again. You know I'm saying? Look enough. I like fish. I'm rabbit. You rabbit? You must not laugh.
Hey, Amane.
Naniさん?
What exactly are those two doing over there?
あれ? Makina 先生の特別授業だよ。
Remedial class.
ほら、みちるはこの前、英語のテストで赤点ギリギリだったじゃない？だからああやって時々教えてもらってんのよ。
Makina? Teach?
まあ、ほら、言ったと思うけど、マキナはああ見えて子供の頃アメリカに住んでたしね。
The idea of Makina teaching somebody is kind of bizarre.
何を言う？考えてもみたまい諸君。いいかね？松島みちるといえば、ショパンをチョピンと読む女だぞ。そして私はアニマルをエニモと発音する女だ。これはもう誰の目から見ても私が教える側の人間であることは明白。まさに自明の理ではあるまいか。いや、そうに違いない。反語。そしてなぜか口調まで天才風。うざいことこの上なし。
Yes.
自分で言うっていうか、自分で分かっているなら自重しなさいよ。
Oh, come on. You're awfully full of yourself for someone who can't even pronounce anomalocaris properly. You're awfully full of yourself for someone who can't even pronounce anomalocaris properly. Anomalocaris. I'm pretty sure that might not even be right. Because English is a difficult language.
何それ?
I don't know. You tell me. It's the name of the largest animal in existence during the Cambrian period. Makina, let's see what you've got. Anomalocaris. Wrong. Try again. Anomalocaris. Wrong. It's anomalocaris. Once more. Ha! That came out of nowhere. Haggeron Bubble. This is entertaining. This is very entertaining. Also, I don't know if that was intentional, but there's just no lines here at all. 3 strikes. You're out. Ah, yeah. Checks out then.
マキちゃんは舌が短いし、頭の中がちょっと特殊なので、うまく発音できない言葉が多いんですよ。
What exactly happened to the text just now?
そんなことないのよ。なめんな、マキナなめんな。
Somehow the dialogue got desynced. Because, like, it's on Makina's line, but it says it's Yuji's line. What, you can't even handle halogen bulb?
貨客船万元本号。
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely tell this is the 1.0 release. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, dude, it's out of sync by an entire line. No, shut up. Leave me alone. I think that was supposed to be Makina's line. Spare me the temper tantrum. It's probably a side effect of a compression-based mnemonic method. Mnemonic method. She seems to be storing only the beginning and ending of each word for efficiency, so proper nouns and words with unusual middle syllables give her trouble. Oh, looks like it's...
her name is Amane.
Oh, is it back in sync?
She's very lovely. It's right. By making her a lover, it's to become happy. How about it?
I'm still trying to figure out if we're back in sync or not. No, it's even more desynced? Oh god. What happens if I make a save here? Now it's by 2 lines? Oh dude. Now it's even worse. Okay, right. I was gonna say, is there a quick save button?
How about it? She's lover of lover.
Yeah, that's baked in. That is baked in. Oh dear.
Lover of lover. If you marry her, it is mommy of mommy. Hey, is mommy a mommy? Yes.
Not much of a choice now. Yeah, you don't say.
Holy shit! Cool fun! You get live!
Yes? What good is this doing? This isn't even a conversation. Hey, Amane?
どうだろうね。まあ、やらないよりはいいんじゃない?
Is this really going to help her grades any? She's like, I wonder. Well, it's probably better than nothing, right? Well, maybe, I guess.
まあ、なんとかなるんじゃない? ノリで。
The complete lack of coherent flow to their conversation is part of the problem. But Makina's English is honestly almost as bad as Michiru's. Her pronunciation is comically off, and she mixes in many weird phrases you won't hear over there. They say you shouldn't learn English from a non-native speaker, and this is a good case in point. Just get a bit down and you can make up the rest as you go along, right? As you go along, eh? I suppose there are some people out there who can hold an entire conversation using only pencil, dog, and thank you. Okay, I want to call the session here. Okay, I want to stop here, but I want to just check that we're back in sync. When you say a maid with her hands empty, call out to her. It's a line from an old movie I saw once. It basically means that a capable maid should be kept busy at all times. excluding the bridesmaid, whose main responsibility is getting drunk at her friend's wedding. The essence of the maid is service. Her job is to anticipate her employer's actions and needs and take care of the dirty work in advance. This generally involves tools of some kind, so a maid who isn't carrying anything tends to be an idle, underemployed maid. You can apply the idea to other occupations as well. A good soldier always carries a well-maintained rifle, and a diligent student should always have a reference book to other person. But in some cases, the opposite may also be true. As I've just discovered, there are certain maids who catch your attention when their hands are full rather than empty. Okay, I think we're back in sync for next time. Okay, good. Good. Alright, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. That is where we are going to come back next week. Which shall be... yeah, the 29th. So yeah, quite a roller coaster of an episode this was. Yeah, like I said, you can definitely tell this is the 1.0 release that I've got here. Cause yeah, that's the kind of shit that gets patched out. That's the kind of shit where people are like, "Oi, this is broken. You might want to resync these lines." So yeah. But yeah, I would describe this episode as slice of life nonsense. But it was fun slice of life nonsense. Like, holy shit. That bit with the fucking shark pouch that got turned into the dog was just incredible. Like, oh my god. Yeah, you should go back and watch that. That was some incredible comedy. Like, that's the best way I can describe this episode, just comedic. When isn't slice of life nonsense? I mean, yeah, that's kind of the whole point. That's what it is. And it would seem Monica agrees with you, because she's rolling her eyes at me right now. But, yeah, I mean... this was absolutely... This is probably my favorite episode so far. Just absolute hysterics the whole way. Just so much random bullshit with everybody. Like, this is just a filler episode, 100%, but it's a damn funny one. So yeah. Well, I guess we did make some progress with Yumiko, now that I think about it. So that's something, I guess. We finally broke through to her a little bit. We finally got it through to her that we're a sensible human being that respects boundaries. It's like, you don't want to talk about it? Alright, fine. It is what it is. So, yeah. Nice to see some progress there. It's painfully slow progress, but we're getting there. We're finally getting through to Crazy Box Cutter Lady, and that I am excited about. I cannot wait to learn more. So yeah, I hope y'all have a good Christmas, a good Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. Hope y'all have a good holiday, if this is what you're here for on the channel. So yeah, that's where we'll pick things up next time. So until then, thank you all for watching, and take care.